Okay, I will stop the madness. I will stop the madness. Whew. Hello, party people. Welcome back. And today I am feeling old. You see, when I was just a wee lad, PC music was like, they were the cool kids. They were the vanguard. They were the cutting edge. Now we got L Harle producing for Dua Lipa, A.G. Cook on that Beyonce album. It's crazy. This group of people who got famous for sort of like doing this tongue-in-cheek thing with pop music are now just the ones making pop music. Anyway, we're going to look at three things today. The first two are really iconic sounds that you're totally going to recognize. But then the third thing is almost this like anti-sound design sort of thing I want to turn you on to that I think is really at the core of like what PC music does. Also, don't forget that I have a new online Zoom course where we break down songs by people like Sophie, Arca, Aphex Twin, etc. And it's starting so soon. So go fill out the sign up link in the description ASAP. And before we dive in, I'm going to take these headphones off. I've been getting a lot of comments on my hair. I want you to see I'm cool. Look, I have a cool haircut. I am cool, okay? Respect me, please. So we are going to start with one of the most famous melodies like ever. Here we go. So if just hearing that off the bat doesn't make you want to rage, there's something wrong with you. So this is secretly going to be a tutorial for Ableton Operator. Extremely powerful, but it can feel a little overwhelming. So the first thing you need to know about Operator is that there's 8 different areas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And when you click on each one of these different areas, it shows you parameters in the center. So when I click back and forth here and it looks like nothing is changing, it's just because these two things have the exact same settings. So if I change this, right, we can see now I've changed the envelope there. So the first thing we're going to do is just mess with the pitch envelope. So I'm going to go over here, click to turn this on. And we're already getting some great sounds. So what I want to do now is just pull this even further up. And now I can just adjust the decay to play around with that. I mean, come on. There we go. We did it. Like, that's it. As I always say, tutorial over. There you go, guys. Go crazy with that. But we can keep doing fun stuff with this pitch envelope. So I'm going to drag it out. And if we want to get even crazier, we can have some like attack to this. So some great bubbly noises. The other thing you can do is just go the other way with it. Yeah, and don't sleep on really messing around with this. Like we can go kind of something like this. Insane stuff, insane stuff. And then the other thing we're going to talk about is like the whole vibe of this synth, FM synthesis. How does that work? Essentially, in the default position, you have 4 oscillators, A, B, C, and D. And you can see that B, C, and D, the level is at 0. Now, these oscillators or operators are not separate. They actually all cascade down and work on each other. So B affects A, C affects B, D affects C. And again, the reason I know this is because down here, right, it shows me the little diagram of we're going top to bottom there. So for now, we're just going to worry about B acting on A, right? And you'll start to see as I turn up the level of B, what happens. So we start to get this interesting sound, and this comes from the sine wave in B modulating the sine wave in A. So if we want to mess with this even more, we can start to mess with the coarse, which kind of is like related to the pitch. So we can get these really glassy and kind of bell sounds. I hope you're hearing like all the classic PC music stuff here. Okay, we will go deeper into this, but I kind of want to stop there because you can do so much with just that. So all I'm going to do now is add a reverb and a delay. We'll go to ping pong over here, turn the dry wet down a little. Sounding so good already. And I'll just show you one more fun thing, which is this time knob on Operator, which kind of controls all of the envelopes at the same time. It's pretty unique to Operator. But yeah, let's see what it does. So it can kind of lengthen things out, and you really hear a lot of that, right? Especially from like A.G. Cook, right? Where it's sort of slowly, the arpeggio slowly starts to stretch out. Okay, now as I always say, I know you guys are like, let's get crazy, let's get crazy. So let's get crazy with this. So I'm going to open up a totally new instance of Operator down here. And now again, we're going to remake a super classic sound. So this time we are going to go to oscillator B, turn it all the way up, and we're going to go to fixed mode, which is going to keep this oscillator at a certain frequency. We are going to turn the multi up to 10 because we're always cranking it up to 10 here. Okay, sounding kind of cool, but let's keep going. We are going to go to our pitch envelope, turn it on, bring the peak all the way down, and stretch out the decay a little. And now we can mess with the frequency. So my real ones are already going to recognize that, but let's keep going. Let's make this crazier. So another kind of Operator specific thing that I love is go over here to the filter section. And when you turn that on, right, it's going to show you all the stuff for the filter. And there's this shaper here. So let's bring the shaper to hard and turn up the shaper drive. And then over here, you can turn up the spread. And then let's go back and mess with the frequency a little. You can start to play two notes. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. You thought we were getting crazy with it, but now we're getting really crazy with it. So we are going to go first to the LFO and turn that on and go amount up and re-trigger off. Oh, okay, a little crazy. I mean, that's awesome. Let's bring the rate down though. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. And then we are going to keep upping the ante with a shifter. And again, we are not going to use this for pitch shifting. We are just going to use it for the delay section down here. I'm going to turn on the delay, go to milliseconds mode. As you know, we crank the feedback all the way up, and then we can also mess with the window. Okay, I will stop the madness. I will stop the madness. Oh my God, I can't stop it. Okay, there we go. Whew. Well, team, as they say, like and subscribe. If that doesn't make you want to like and subscribe, honestly, don't. But if you love that, then stick around. Stick around. That was your little dose of sound design for the day. But I want to hit you with a dose of musical realness. And it's that the real secret to the PC music sound is not found in any of this. I'm sure A.G. Cook and L Harle would laugh in our faces when they see us getting in here and messing with the fixed frequency oscillator. Because what you are sleeping on is presets. Yes, we know this to be true, right? A.G. Cook famously talks about like limiting himself just using presets. But here's the thing. I see you. You're like, oh, I can't use the Ableton presets. Like, I use presets. Yeah. I'm using like this very high quality pack of like Serum presets I downloaded from my favorite artist. No, it is time to use the presets. I am talking the Ableton presets. And here's my secret theory. Here's the thing I will let you in on. I believe there is such a generalized sense that it is illegitimate to use presets that I actually think the Ableton presets are underused. Personally, I used almost entirely presets on my upcoming album. Little tease here, it's called Strawberry. It'll be out in February. So I'm going to stop chit-chatting and I'm going to show you some of my favorite Ableton presets. I love pretty much all of the ones called Basic Something. Like, all of these are amazing. And if you don't know, Ableton has actually this little rank section, and you can sort by rank by clicking on this, and then it will sort what you're searching for by how much you use that. So you can see I actually legitimately do use these a lot. So here, let's grab this basic organ bass, one of my absolute favorites. It's a remake of the Korg M1 Organ 2 preset that's very famous. So yes, there we go. Obviously Show Me Love, but all the DJ Mustard stuff as well. And again, you can begin to tweak these. And a lot of times I will just add an amp on blues mode, switch it to dual. So I'm going to start to build something. It's not going to be amazing, but I think it will prove my point. But before I do that, I'm just going to search for operator, and then you can see everything ranked. So if you just pause the video here, you can see a bunch of my favorite kind of sounds from operator that I use a lot. And same thing for analog. Love analog soft pad. You can see some of these are my own presets, but a bunch of them are just default sounds. Okay, so let's start putting something together. So here's one that I really love called Azimuth Bass, and I usually just throw an amp on blues mode for this to thicken it up. Okay, so I've just made a very simple little chord progression here that I'm layering, and this is the great thing to do, start layering these presets together, that I'm layering with this basic organ bass that also has an amp on it. Here's another sound I love called Basic Pluck Keys. Very, very PC music. And then here's one I use all the time, the Basic Respace. I absolutely love this. So let's just keep going. We have this subtle look pluck that I really like. And then, of course, we got to get some Carly Rae in here. I just dragged an acapella for Your Type into a simpler and put an arpeggiator there. I'm just going to get a super generic clap in there. And let's get one of those crazy dance music hall kick sounds. Oh, and I can't forget this preset I absolutely love called Saw Detune Sync Lead. Just open up the filter on it. It's a great default super saw kind of sound. Okay, and then the only thing we're missing is an acapella. I didn't really find anything that worked super well, but okay, again, so not the greatest thing ever, but I think you can kind of see how you can spice up these presets to get something kind of fun. Okay, so we might have just gotten into straight kind of a little bit more clubby territory. But yeah, there you go. Some of my favorite Ableton presets for you. Go out there, find the ones you like, use them. There's nothing wrong with it.